Hello, Brodor fans. It's me, White the Kid again. Coming back at you with some more Brood War action. We had a bit of a downtime last week, but unfortunate. Just life happens. You can't really do much about it. Let's see. I see we do have some people already coming in. So glad you made it on the short notice. We've got some fan favorites today in the face of a strong Kraken. She is coming again. Last time she faced Snipe, she did fail, I think, 2-0, unfortunately. But who knows, maybe today's her day. I like the tenacity of that player. She is also my clan leader at the moment, with my other team that's not Team Think Quick. So I will definitely be rooting for Strong here. Even though Darkysh is, I think, the favorite in that series. And wow, I set up everything, I'm just gonna talk. Oh yeah, something that is, I guess, important to say is Ox is looking for some other casters, so he is trying to message some people that can also cast at this time to see if I can get some subs for whenever I'm unavailable, so we don't have the downtime like we did last week. So stay tuned for that. If you are not a caster, and if you are a caster, you can contact Ox directly. Maybe we can give you a chance, who knows, just reach out to us. We're quite friendly, most of the time at least. But okay, so that's it. And also we will be streaming with the non-remastered graphics, because it seems like that's, well, these current streaming software with my processor and GPU can handle. So without any further ado, let's go into game number 1 between Strong Kraken and Darkysh. Do tell me if game sounds and everything is fine in the chat. So game is starting. Is it picking it up? It is picking it up. So game is starting, the map is Fighting Spirit, and we've got 2 Zerg players currently. That did not play on top versus bottom, so we have in that weird greyish, is that grey blue or something color? Anyway, spawning here at the top left corner of the Fighting Spirit, it is Darkysh playing with his PS attack. And under the Barcode name, we've got Strong Kraken. Strom is American Zerg, I believe. Used to be part of the ARK clan, but is not anymore. Now is part of the clan A. So we do have Strong here, scouting in the correct direction, whereas Darkysh scouting in the wrong direction, if I may say so. But nevertheless, the wrong direction this time will be good for Darkysh, because he will scout Strong first. And the build for both players seems to be 12 hatch. So 12 hatch into 12 gas for Darkysh. And Strom is doing the same thing, just slightly slower. So she had a few more rounds with the drone that was making gas to collect minerals. So as you can see, she is currently leading in the mineral count. But Darkysh, because he is a bit faster, he's currently leading in the worker count. So gas is already completed for Darkysh. Let's see where the first 100 gas goes, because that's basically the most important thing for the Zerg players. And one of the most important things to watch out for the ZVZ. Oh, I did not pay attention to this, but StormZerg has gone for an early hatchery, way earlier than Darkysh's. So you can see his hatchery is almost starting, whereas Storm's hatchery is over a third of the way done. So Darkysh going for three pairs of links, whereas Storm playing it a bit greedy. That Overlord will of course see it. So she is going for the lair, and I think her lair is a bit faster, but it's not really gonna matter. Drone count is now equal for both players, and they keep on mining gas, which is expected when you're going for a lair. Anyway, both players know that the other one is going for a lair, so not much of a surprise there. So Darkysh is now able to see only 4 links at Storm's natural, but if he was careful enough, he should have noticed these other links, because he saw that pair was just coming to the natural, so he should know that there are some other links on the map, but who knows. I mean, ZVZ is vision and awareness is quite important in this matchup. So okay, so Darkysh's lair just finished. Storm's lair is already done, but it seems like Darkysh is in the lead with his tech, so his fire is slightly faster than Storm's fire. I'm not quite sure about that fire positioning. Perhaps, I mean, no other player will perhaps I'd rather put the spire X to the right, or X to the right and X to the top, and put the sunken over here so that you can drill between the gas and some link engagement going on while I'm talking about SimCities. I don't really like these two colors. They are a bit hard. Anyway, so we've got 12 links for Darkysh, and we've got a bit less, so now we've got 12 and a pair here, so we've got 14 for Storm. 16 links now, so they're both making a lot of links. That is 12 links, 16 links for Darkysh as well. Darkysh going for that second gas. Storm has not taken her second gas yet, and you can see that she has a drone advantage. And also has not gone for any mutas, because you can see her gas count is very high, whereas Darkysh is going for 3 mutas and 3 pairs of first Scourge. So let's see how that's gonna do. Darkysh just decided to suicide one of the Scourges. So game sound for me is quite low. I don't know about you people in the chat, but I will increase it slightly, because I can't really hear anything. So Storm did manage to take out the hatchery in the natural base. Darkysh does have the mute advantage, but there's a lot of links. There's way too many links for Storm. She is thinking of retreating now, because Darkysh took the very good defensive position at the ramp. Let's see what these Scourges will be able to do. There is a lot of Scourge by Storm, so I think she should be fine. So that's where all her gas went. You can see that there's like 6 Scourge there, so only 2 mutas, 1 muta remaining. Is Darkysh remaking any of the mutas? So he is remaking 1 muta, and there are no mutas on the way. So it will come down to this. Oh my god, there's an Idle Scourge and an almost dead muta. It seems like Storm was not actually paying attention to that Idle Scourge. So she did hatch a new one, but now she's taking quite a bit of damage from these links. She still has not noticed her Scourge. So seems like Darkysh maybe will be able to turn this game around. After Storm managed to take out that natural hatchery, I thought that it was. Oh my god, take this that skirt. I thought it was Storm's game to lose, but it seems like that Ling attack and the Muta having 3 damage for such a long time, it will pay off. Now Darkysh is doubling her worker count. Finally, Storm coming up with some Mutas of her own. She is killing way too many. I mean, she's giving away way too many of these Scourge. But I don't think it's gonna matter that much. There's a nice link here. But yeah, okay, so she took way too much damage and she acknowledges that. Meanwhile, you can see that Darkysh was making a sunken back at his own. Let me increase the game a little bit. So, you usually say it's too loud, so hopefully that will not be the case this time. So let's put a point in Darkysh's scoreboard here. Unfortunately, Storm was very ahead in this game, but did not quite manage to take it, so Darkysh had a very good sense of counter-attacking and did manage to get into the game, back into the game quite effectively. So map number 2 is going to be Neo Sylphid. So let's see what the two players are able to do on Neo Sylphid. Taking a look at chat. Not much activity regarding the quality of the cast. So let's continue. Oh no, these two terrible colors again. I think they are picking them on purpose to make my life miserable. Anyway, so our Barcode Zerg player on the map Sylphid in not quite yellow. Spawning on the right hand side of the map, it is Storm. And at the top of the map Sylphid, in that grey-blue color again, will be Darkysh. So, not any shenanigans going on. I do like to see some mind games sometimes. That Overlord scouting is a bit odd. Seems like Darkysh just thinks that maybe Storm's gonna proxy a hatchery in the middle of the map. Okay, so now he corrected his Overlord, batting a bit. Sorry. So far, none of them is going for an extractor trick or super early gas. And after the Overlord is done, they both go for these drones. Storm decides to throw down the spawning pool at 12. Same goes for Darkysh. Storm will be able to scout him again first. Structures going up for both players. So nothing out of the ordinary yet. But let's see. I have faith. Seems like they will both expand now. So both players should be able to keep their expands, as no one really has the overwhelming wing advantage, or the resource advantage rather, that early in the game that they invested into army. Let's see how many links are made out once the pool is done. So Storm going for one pair of links and drones. Darkysh on his side is going for 6 links. So let's see how is he gonna use these links. So Darkysh should be scouting fairly soon at Storm expanded. There you go. So now he knows. And he is directing all his links right at Strom's base. Strom did see with her overboard and there's links hatching, but unfortunately I think she drone too heavily. And that might be her undoing here. So it's currently 6 links. These links pop just in the time. So it will be 6 links again, 6 links. But Darkysh has a way more favorable arc and manages to only lose 1 link in that engagement. Strom throws down sad face emoji instead of the GG, but that is one of the roughest things in mirror matchups. Like you do have the same units, and if one of the players takes a favorable engagement, especially in the early game, it is quite hard to come back. So Strom, I think, did not take just one, but took two such engagements, and yeah, there you go. GG. So quick 2-0 for Darkysh. That is interesting, I should say, at the very least. So let's put Darkysh as the winner of our best of 3. So one thing that I want to check. So do have a third replay in the folder that Mr. Ox sent me. So they did play 3 games, even though it was best of 3. So let's see what happened in game number 3. Again, that game will not matter for the end result, but they did play it, and I'd like to respect them and show the 3rd game. So if they sent Ox 3 games, I'm gonna cast 3 games. Unless otherwise stated, that's gonna be the rule that I'm gonna try to enforce in this Showmatch series. Anyway, so the map is Circuit Breaker this time. I do sometimes mistake Eclipse and Circuit Breakers, especially if I'm spawning over here. So this time, and let's go with the Y2 kit, disadvantage, we'll be spawning our terrible core Zerg player again, Darkysh. But at least Strom changed her color from yellow to icky green. I think Strom's Zerglings will be sick. I mean, look at that color. It's just not healthy. I'm telling you. It doesn't look better in the remaster. So, icky green against... should I be casting like this? Slightly zoomed out? I think it's a bit better for if you're casting... with the original graphics. Because like there's not much that you see, but everything gets ever so slightly more pixelized, and that is one of the... My stream is lagging, I'm losing frames. Nope, not on my end. It says that I've only lost 0.1% of the frames. So I guess that's Twitch. It should be the Twitch server or your connection to Twitch. Perhaps Twitch Japan do not have the best CDNs. So I am quite sorry for that. That you see quite a lot of lost frames. Quality should be fine, at least in the VOD. So I know that Prima One does upload the VODs to YouTube after the cast is done. So do keep an eye on that. Maybe if that lags as well, we'll need to figure something out. But at least what my streaming client is saying is that I have not really lost any frames. Anyway, back into the game. We do have Lair almost done for both players, but Storm is setting up for a bit of a contain at Darkysh's base, and he seems to be hiding these lings. But like the Overlord sees them when they hatch, so it doesn't really make sense. There is a sunken that Storm did manage to force, so she is currently in supply advantage, but unfortunately that supply is in lings. And is now a bit of supply blocked, which sucks. Spire is slightly faster for Darkysh over here. I don't really know what's the idea behind all these things. So Storm sees the Spire being built and decides to back her Overlords off, which is a good idea. Meanwhile, let's see if what's his name, Darkysh, is gonna try to break the contain. So he sees the amount of links that there are because he's got that Overlord. So he sees everything. But that contain allows Storm to go for that early expansion. And Darkysh does throw down the hatchery, his second hatchery in the main base to make up for that production advantage that Storm will have, since he's not really able to go to his natural base because of all these links here that Storm has positioned. I think that is a few too many Zerglings. If you just want to throw that contain. Yeah, that's interesting. Your person that told me that the stream was lagging, your Latin alphabet name does not really correspond to your hiragana name. So good engagement by Darkysh, but more like Storm did not engage with her mutas on time. So it's 3 mutas against 2 mutas. Obviously, you know who wins that fight. Let's see what the micro is by Storm. So quite nice. She does manage to fend off all the lings. So currently, Storm is at an advantage. So possibly this was a best of 3, where they played this as their second game, but the replays did not say that. I mean, I'm only saying that because I see that Storm is at an advantage here, but you never actually know, since she used to be in an advantage last time. But in game number 1, still lost it. So currently, if Storm does not close the game soon, Darkysh will eventually have his supply advantage, and with some defense at his natural, he might be able to keep that natural as well. So at some point he will be at an advantage, and we saw how strong Darkysh's comeback mechanics are. So definitely should not be underrated. But you can see that Storm is going for an interesting upgrade. She is going for that flyer attack upgrade, which is okay, but armor is way superior. Basically, your glaives bounce more times, and armor applies every time when your glaives bounce, rather compared to the slight increase in damage that you get from the attack. So in general, players going for that attack upgrade are signaling that they want to be quite aggressive. But Darkysh here, he set the mute advantage again. And more mutas versus less mutas is a very easy way to lose a ZVZ. Let's see if he will press the advantage. So currently there's 6 mutas against 3. There are quite a few Scourge, 8 Scourge hatching for Storm, and she did manage to do a very good job taking out this expansion over here. But still, they are on 2 hatcheries against 2 hatcheries. She's not really using her natural gas at the minute. So let's see. I mean, maybe Darkysh, as I said, will be able to come back once again. So these Scourge are not gonna find anyone because nobody's home. All these mutas are at the other side of the map. And currently Darkysh is at the mute advantage, but there are 10 and Scourge now. Bit of an engagement going on here. Not many drones lost by our Zerg player. Strong. I wonder where the units of Darkysh went. Are they all dead? Wait, well, okay, so they're hiding. Darkysh's mutants are hiding. Now coming in for the backstab, trying to take down the drones. Let's see, where are the Scourge? I don't really want to zoom out or try to find the Scourge here because okay, so From does have From is in big trouble here, but okay, the Scourge army comes and she is currently at the water advantage, but there's way too many mutas for Darkysh. It's 6 mutas against whatever is hatching out of these eggs. And oh my god, I thought that for sure he was about to close that series. Let's see what that link counterattack will do. I don't think it's going to do much. Darkysh manages to deal with the Scourge and does still have 5 mutas left over. 2 more mutas reinforcing, so 7 mutas in total. We did see that at some point Storm did drop to 7 workers, and she's right now at 9. But 7 mutas for Darkysh, and there are some Scourge. Okay, so he's not suiciding the Scourge this time. He'll no north. He is saving the Scourge. Let's see how that Scourge connections are gonna go. Only one muta died. Only Scourge. But you can see that Storm actually managed to get even ahead in Water Town, even though very briefly, but she was ahead. Darkysh does have the mute advantage right now, so he's only building links. So let's see what's gonna happen here. I don't know, like this game was so close. Both players had advantages at one point or another, and it is tough to call even right now at this very moment. I do believe that Darkysh should have the advantage, but I don't know. Like he's not fighting with these mutas. He does have like a ton of mutas over here, and maybe he's not really microing against his Scourge, but that doesn't matter at this point. So some links are trying to counterattack for Storm. She is losing all her workers. She has no workers right now. So it's these 6 links and whatever they can do, because her base is currently dead. Let's see if she's gonna go for it. So she might as well, but there's just so many links on Darkysh. And he still has 11 drones. So I don't think Storm can do anything at this point. She does not have minerals to build drones. So she throws down the GG, and like game number 1, game number 3, she was at an advantage in the early game, but Darkysh took it later on. So right now I'm trying to check if I can do anything about the stream quality. Since there was a guy in the chat that said it was not great. So before we go into our next series, let's check that. So yeah, there are some losses, but it's still under half of a percent. So you should not really be experiencing much disruption from the network side. So that's that. I don't think I can do anything. I think it's on Twitch.